still unsolved, so that's why I think it's important to bring it to light again. It's from 1997, and it happened in my neck of the woods, and I remember following it when it was happening in real time. And like a lot of people, I lost touch with it. I forgot about it, to be honest, sadly. And when I was thinking of another true crime case to do for this channel, one that is unsolved, this popped into my mind, and I thought that happened for a reason. So let's talk about this case. It is the story of Brittney Beers, Beers, and it takes place in Sturgis, Michigan in 1997. So, starting from the beginning, Brittney was born on August 1st, 1991, to Tina Stetler and Raymond Beers. She was the middle child, and she had 3 siblings. There were 3 siblings total in the family, so Brittney was the middle child. She was described as a shy girl, and she loved being outdoors, especially riding her bike, making mud pies, being a kid in that way. At the time of her disappearance, she was 6 years old, and she lived at the Village Manor Apartments in Sturgis, Michigan, with her uncle, James Beers, her mother, her older brother, and her younger sister. She had an older sister named Dixie who didn't live with her. She would often meet her older sister at a nearby playground, as Dixie was not allowed to come over to the family's apartment due to complicated family dynamics that we'll get into shortly. So on Tuesday, September 16th, 1997, Brittney was out riding her bike up and down the sidewalk of the complex. It was a warm, late summer evening. Temps were in the 70s. After the sun started to set around 8:30 p.m., Brittney's mother left the apartment to run to the store. She said that as she was leaving for the store, she saw Brittney still riding her bike up and down the streets, the sidewalks, at the complex. So about 5 minutes after the mom left for the store, Brittney's older brother Joshua said he saw Brittney sitting on a park bench at the complex by herself. The mom ends up getting home around 9:05 p.m. and when she couldn't find Brittney at that time, she sent the brother out to find her. Joshua couldn't find her either. So by 10:30 p.m. they called the police, and Brittney was reported missing. Search parties were formed with police and volunteers. Brittney's bike was found at the complex. I believe it was found standing up against one of the apartments, up against the apartment building. A bloodhound picked up her scent at a nearby convenience store that was frequented by long-haul truck drivers. Police also especially focused on the 40-acre area where Brittney liked to play, and that included fields and woods, a railroad track, and some storage buildings as part of this acreage. An eyewitness said that they had seen Brittney jogging with a man in his late 20s, early 30s, by the bench that her brother saw her sitting on the last time he saw her. This guy was in a red-brown vehicle, and he was described as a white male with short brown hair and a thick mustache. In the days after Brittney's disappearance, a sad picture of Brittney's home life started to emerge. Neighbors reported that Brittney was often seen outside alone playing, usually a questionable distance from her apartment. The 40-acre area that police searched, the acreage, according to one YouTuber's video that I watched about this case, that might have been 3 miles She was ordered to stay away from James Pierce. Court documents show that this sadly wasn't the only incident of alleged sexual abuse against the children. In 1996, Joshua is Brittney's older brother. Joshua's father, Kevin Folsom, was convicted of criminal sexual misconduct for sexually abusing Brittney. Brittney that a place she just walked to randomly? You know, she was allowed to wander all over the place with no adult supervision. Did some random predator strike then? We don't know. Then there's the theory, of course, that I mentioned, that Brittney's father thinks James Beers did it, the uncle. So, a lot of online speculators point to James also. But it's important to note that he was not charged, and he certainly wasn't convicted. And it's also interesting to note, and I hope this is what happened, that a colleague of Brittney's little sister Autumn's dad, I know that's hard to follow, Brittney's sister, her name is Autumn, Autumn's biological father, this colleague of Autumn's bio dad told a newspaper that she wonders if someone took Brittney to give her a better life, that they knew the tumultuous family situation and maybe they took her and gave her off to someone who could care for her. You know, kidnapping is certainly illegal, but that is the best outcome of this, we can hope. There is still a vigil that takes place each year on September 16th in front of the Village Green Manor where Brittney lived. Her grandparents have come all the way from Texas to attend before. Her mother attended only once. As I mentioned, her mother terminated her rights to the other siblings. You know, certainly not judging her. I don't know what she's mentally going through with all this. And then Raymond Beers, Brittney's biological father, he passed away in 2001. Like I said, I remember this case in the days and weeks when the story broke, and I lived kind of close by, and there were websites at the time in the 1990s, late 90s, but the internet certainly wasn't the part of our lives that it is now. So I remember mostly following the story by actually sitting down and watching local news, which I don't do that anymore, or reading actually a physical newspaper and sometimes checking online stories. And like I said, sadly, like a lot of true crime cases for a lot of people, I forgot about this one. Unfortunately, it fell off my radar. You know, the case went cold. It wasn't featured in the media as much. I was thinking what I wanted to cover for this channel. I wanted to do something that was unsolved, and this popped into my mind, and I thought, work all day, every day, stories of what too many kids go through, of domestic violence, sexual abuse, neglect, parents who, for a multitude of complicated reasons, they just don't know how to effectively and consistently parent. And I'm not judging parents or caregivers when I say that. It's just that they, in many cases, just never had good role models for how to be a parent. They didn't have love or nurturing in their lives. They didn't have good discipline, and that they perpetuate that cycle, unfortunately, with their own children. It is just so sad. And what resonated with me about the last true crime case I did with Lauren Spear, the IU college student, is that that case could happen to so many other people, and likewise with Brittney's case. What happened to her could happen to so many other kids, and likely, sadly, probably will. Trafficking is real too. That's been a theory that's been suggested. Maybe she was sold into some trafficking organization, into some child pornography ring. We just don't know. But on that note, on this very heavy case, I hope it can, I don't know if inspire is the best word, empower you, motivate you to see how you can become an advocate for kids, if you can, in a way that you're able to do. It's not easy to be a CASA. I know some people who are, and it is very intense work, and it is definitely not for everyone. Maybe if you can't be a CASA, perhaps you can volunteer, say, at a homeless shelter with some other service organization in your community that helps families escape violence, such as divorce cases, custody cases, CPS type cases. There are so many ways to get involved if you're so motivated. So anyway, on that note, that concludes today's video. If you're still awake, I hope that you clicked